Alysia Reiner, why do you look so fresh and well rested?
Bless you. I can't say sleep has been that easy. I would be lying. There have been a couple of good nights of sleep, but then there's also been a couple where, like, during the day, I'm willing not to figure everything out, but 4 o'clock in the morning, my brain wakes up and is like, it wants to figure it all out. And this is so deeply, hilariously intimate, but I never had a stuffed animal. I never had a stuffy when I was little.
Wow, that's different.
I know. And I have a stuffed animal for the first time in my life. I started using it because I got this piercing that really hurt when I like slept on it wrong. So I put like this stuffed animal here so I wouldn't go like this, you know? But I've kind of fallen in love with it. And it does help me sleep now during these rough times. I have a bear of a wonderful husband who's a great snuggler. And I have a puppy who's a great snuggler, but the stuffed animal doesn't need anything.
Is your stuffed animal there? Because I have to see this.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it right now. And my daughter gave it to me. And it's so perfect. Like, it just fits into my face so I don't lean too hard, and it helps my neck. And
I love
Liv gave it to me. And then I told my mom about this because I never had a stuffy. My mom is my second mom. She didn't give birth to me. And she like came into my life when I was 8. So she sent me this one too. So, but like, and this one's super soft. So now I like go like, I fall asleep like this. And I'm telling you, at 4 o'clock in the morning, when you wake up thinking way too much, it's really good. These are the things that you'd never, ever know were it not for a pandemic. I would not share that with anyone, but now we're in that world of what the fuck, why not?
I know, now it's out. So it doesn't look like you're in New York. So where are you?
I'm on the Isle of Fire off the coast of Long Island. It is the most spectacular place to socially isolate because there are no stores. There's very, 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 very few people here. Staying 6 feet away from anything is very easy, except, my husband, my daughter, and my puppy. And there's deer and heron and swans and ocean, and it's so beautiful. It makes it a little bit easier to stay peaceful. Were I prone to anxiety, one could get anxious because there are no stores on the island and there's no way to get off the island really except the ferry once a day. And if they shut down the ferry, we're pretty stuck. And Amazon has decreased their deliveries. Like it, 2-day shipping is now 2-month shipping.
Oh God!
Because, which bless, like they're busy on medical supplies, and I want them to be. But if I need, something not necessary, it's going to be a couple months. I tried to get a cuticle clippers because when I'm a little shush, I do that thing, right? And they're like, yeah, May. 2-day shipping is May. And you know what? That's fine. Like, if I have a little bit of a bloody cuticle, it's okay.
Yeah.
I want to tell all your viewers and listeners, really important, bleach, we're all using bleach on everything and we're all using alcohol on everything. Both are recommended. Never put them together, friends. Thank you God I didn't, but I almost did. And David's like, don't do that. Not a good idea. And I was like,
what happens?
It makes chloroform. You know that stuff that you put over someone's mouth to knock them out? Bleach and alcohol, my friend.
No.
Yes.
That is such an easy accidental mistake right now.
And I can't believe more people aren't talking about it.
Okay, this is your public service announcement. No mixing bleach and alcohol.
Don't mix.
Oh my, I have to tell my friend who's obsessed with martinis and bleach.
Yeah.
Just in case she trips. drunk.
Exactly.
He'll
Exactly.
never get up again.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, what have your quarantine activities been?
We've been trying to start the day every day with a family yoga class, which, by the way, the only day we all three of us did it was the day that Livia led the class and like made up her own stretches. And then, of course, David and I followed. But usually 2 out of the 3 of us are doing it. And we do like a 10-minute set. And then I tend to lead us through a meditation. Although Liv led us through the meditation yesterday when she led the yoga class. And her meditation was so beautiful, and it was not something I'd ever heard or said. She was like, imagine light, like connecting all the people you love. And then she said, imagine it as strings. And then she said, like, thicken the strings to ropes. And she said, imagine all the people you know and love, and you're roped to one another, and that's your safety net. And I was like,
Wow.
that's so beautiful. What a beautiful image of like the safety net of all the people I love. After yoga, we tend to like make breakfast and make a schedule for the day. So like we all go around and talk about what our different needs are. Like today I'd be like, I have a 3:00 interview. I have a 3:30 voiceover. And then we'll plan in like what everybody needs. I tend to need to exercise in some way during the day. David joined me today. And like I'll go for a run and listen to a podcast or some like spiritual thing. Like the podcast I love is called, well, there's so many right now, it depends upon the day. At the end of the day, I highly recommend Tara Brach. She's a Buddhist teacher, and it's a great way to end the day, like amazing. And then during the day, there's my friends Kristen Hangy and Natalie Roy have a podcast called the Let's Create, and it's such a great podcast and super hopeful in this time, which is really important. And then I plan the meals for the day. I tend to be the chief cook and bottle washer.
Are you wanting to stay connected during this? And if so, how do you stay connected?
I Instagram stories. So my stories are getting like 7,000 views in less than 24 hours. I like Zoom meetings because I like seeing the people. In general, I'm not a big social media person, if I'm really honest. Like I love documenting moments. I was never a photographer, and I love the playfulness of it and the creativity of it. But I don't want to miss my life being too busy taking the perfect selfie or looking at too many people's lives, feeling like my life isn't enough.
Aside from contracting corona, possibly giving it to others, what is your biggest fear within this crisis?
I think my biggest fear has never changed, which is people not growing and learning. Human beings not listening and not being willing to change, and being more afraid of change than comfort that is not serving anyone or the planet.
What do you hope the silver lining to all this can be?
I truly believe there is a level of connectedness throughout the entire globe that is possible and would be extraordinary. I believe our connectedness to the earth and our climate and what we all need to do now to protect our planet is possible. I believe like this has grounded us all, and there's a level of humility, and that there is no enemy, which really there never is an enemy. Like there is simply what happens when nature is nature, and we don't respect nature.
So when you packed up your car in New York and drove here, what were the 5 top essentials that you had to bring?
Essentials. My iPad, because I read books on it. I can connect to people on it. I can FaceTime. I can Skype. I have so many apps. I can work out on it, like either my computer or my iPad. But if I had to pick one, I would go iPad, just because it's easier to read in bed. I kind of want to pick my set of colored pencils and or like my pastels, because having a sense of art is incredibly important. Thank God my iPad also has music on it. So I have my whole music collection on that. So that takes care of that. I would probably pick one beauty product. And for me,
Hair or face? Hair or face?
I would go face. Like my Corona hairstyle is this, like slick back, no hair. Like you'll see me like this for the next month or so. It just feels cleaner and easier, and I don't have the time right now. And it just feels good. And I like not really wearing a lot of makeup. It's kind of freeing to be like, okay, I don't have to put makeup on. But I love me a face oil. So right before I left, Vintner's daughter sent me this beautiful face oil that smells so good. So it's sort of like putting perfume on and a treatment, and instead of makeup, but it makes you feel glowy. Vodka. I love a Polish, like a real Polish or a real Russian, old school, sharp, not a fancy brand potato vodka. And then my husband got like 4 bottles of Lafroig for like $400, So yeah. What else do I need out here? I guess you need to eat. I love a good old-fashioned community-supported agriculture box. And in this case, I've stocked up a lot of dried stuff. I'm all about the organic protein pastas right now. Liv, our daughter, decided to be a vegetarian. I'm pretty much a vegetarian. I eat occasional fish. So making sure she gets enough protein has been like a big deal as a mama. And I've been trying there's all these amazing protein pastas now. Oh, I have a beautiful daughter here. Want to see her? Hi.
Hi. Hi, Olivia.
This is from Mo Willems' drawing class.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that cute?
You just finished the drawing class now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your son, I'm also the voice of a Nickelodeon cartoon called Butterbean's Cafe. I don't think I ever told you that. But I'm the voice of Marmalady, Ms. Marmalady. I'm not very nice. I'm kind of like a 3-year-old version of Fig. And it's a great show. It's really cute.
So I could binge watch you on Better Things and obviously Orange is the New Black, but
and he can watch Butterbean. He can also, I'm also on, there's a new Apple show that he will love, that I love, called Helpsters. And I did an episode of that. They have like every week they have a celebrity guest. And I play Bowling Babette.
Well, it's good seeing you again.
So much love to you. We'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon.
See you at Zeta.
Bye.